Spiritual abuse is real, and it is one of the most damaging abuse forms out there, I would say. And I've experienced every kind that exists of the major ones. I've experienced sexual abuse, I've experienced emotional abuse, physical abuse, mental abuse, spiritual abuse, institutional abuse. Pretty much all the ones that exist I've had experience personally. I have experienced them, and spiritual abuse is probably, after sexual abuse, it's probably the one that is the hardest to recover from. And I think the reason for it is that it doesn't just damage your concept of the group that it's coming from, it doesn't just damage your opinion and your thoughts and your beliefs about the person who's doing it. It doesn't just damage your belief in yourself, but it damages your beliefs it colors your beliefs in God and in faith in general. And that's, I think, the worst part of it, is that because people who are in a position of spiritual authority choose to be abusive, it's automatic that your brain associates them with that religion, with that abuse, with that God. And so it takes a lot of work, a lot of internal work, and a lot of choice to distinguish between the God they claim to represent and the religion they claim to represent, and what that actual God and what that actual religion stand for. And this is part of the reason, too, why I think we see so many negative situations like this in our country right now, because there are so many people who claim to be Christians who are acting in very hateful ways, who are being spiritually abusive. And so many people now are associating that abuse with Jesus, with God, with Christianity. And it's heartbreaking, because anyone can claim to represent a certain group and then can act a certain way, and everyone assumes that's what the group thinks and believes. And there's a lot of us out there who are Christians, who love Jesus, who don't agree with these other people, and who are trying to say that, no, that is not what God represents. That's not what Jesus represents. That's not who he stands for. I'm going through it with my kids right now and trying to help them sort through. Just because these people who said they were Christians did this doesn't mean that that is actually a Christian response. Doesn't mean that that's actually how God is. It's a lot of work, and it is why this is one of the worst forms of abuse, in my opinion.